welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's story time. Before we get into it, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. I know I missed last week, but let's not act like we don't know what to comment. Okay, comment down below and turn on your post bell notifications. I'm not even gonna ramble to y'all about me missing last week. I know y'all missed me because I missed y'all. Some of y'all been harassing me in the DMs on Instagram. Look, I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna give y'all no excuses. Life just been lifing, and we just gonna leave it at that. I'm back now, and yeah, can we stop living in the past? Let's not live in the past. Like, let's live for today. We good? Okay, cool. So I was gonna tell y'all a whole different story, but I was like, I might as well tell the story that I was originally planning on telling last week. And this is another stylist horror story. And I'm gonna do horror story like that because it wasn't completely bad. Like, the end results were amazing. It's just the process to get those results was terrible. And if you are not new to my channel, you've seen my nail tech horror story. That was a horror story. You don't have to go watch that to know what's going on in this story time because it's two different girls. It's two different girls, two different situations, but I really just like telling stories like this because if you are in Orlando, from Orlando, live in Orlando, whatever, you know it's so hard to find quality people who do quality work for reasonable prices. And the reason why I even thought about this story was because when I got my braids done a couple weeks ago, which y'all, that's like a whole nother story. So let me just give y'all a backstory before we get into the girl who this story is actually about. So the girl who was doing my hair, like, I had a braider. I had a faithful braider who was doing my braids for like 3 years straight, y'all. Like, never switched up, never let nobody else touch my hair, never did nothing. She started to be booked up like way in advance. And I'm not the type of person who like think about my hairstyles like way far in advance. Like, I'll wake up one day and be like, oh, I want my hair braided at like the end of the week, or I want my hair braided tomorrow, or something like that. Like, it'd be real short notice. So she became like really popular and she would just always be booked up, which I love that for her. No hate against her, no beef, no nothing. It's just like whenever I would want my hair braided, she will always be booked up. So I had to find somebody else to do my hair. And that's like a headache because I don't know if it's just Orlando. I don't know if it's just today's time in general. I don't know if this is everywhere, but in Orlando specifically, the girlies be wanting $400 and $500 for small knotless braids, waist length, and I'm not the girl who keeps my hair in till my hair strands is hanging on for dear life. I have a very soft texture hair, so I keep my braids in 3-4 weeks max. Like, I just got these done like a couple weeks ago, y'all. I think I'm on my 3rd week actually. My hair is already slipping out. Like, I'm probably gonna take these braids out within like the next few days. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. So therefore, I'm not gonna pay like $400, $500 for a style that I'm not gonna keep in that long. Which, I mean, like, you can say like, oh, well, Lauren, that's just you. Like, somebody else probably, okay, yeah, that is just me, which is why I'm so picky in particular about who I want to go to, because it's one thing to charge that much and your work actually looks like you could charge that much, but it's another thing to want those type of prices when your work does not reflect your pricing. You feel what I'm saying? So the girl who did my braids the last couple times I got my hair braided, the first time her prices were very reasonable. I'm not gonna get into too much detail. They're very reasonable. I liked it, whatever. First time going to her, it's like she does hair out of like her mom's home, which I don't want to like bash the girl because I did go to her like a couple times. I'ma just say the price that she charged me the first time reflected the work and the environment. I didn't mind. Like, you get what you pay for basically, and I'm not saying that like in a bad way. The next time, I feel like it was like the same price or like $20 more. It wasn't like too much of a price difference. And also, people who be like DM to book, I feel like they do that because they charge different people different prices, but that's just my prerogative. I don't know if that's true for her. So like this most recent time when I was gonna go to her again, I was like, yeah, I want like small, knotless, whatever. I'm booking with her. And another thing that I don't like is like when I'm a returning client and you acting like this is our first encounter. Like, girl, I've been to you like 2 or 3 times at this point. Why are you acting like I don't know how much I'm supposed to send for the deposit? Like all of it. Like she was just acting like this was our first time like encountering each other. So I'm telling her, like I'm asking her, oh, do you have this morning available, blah, 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 trying to book the appointment. And she tells me it's, y'all, literally $150 more than what she charged me the first time, the last time actually. And we knocking on like almost $400. So I'm trying to do the math, and I had to make sure I was like DMing the right person. Did you get hacked? So I'm looking, and I go to her page because I'm like, I haven't been to her in like a couple months. So maybe like her work has improved. Even if your work did improve, I'm never going to pay upwards of $400 for some knotless braids. I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to do that. I go to her page, y'all, it's the same work. It's the same work. She's still in the same house, which... like I keep mentioning the house because y'all, it's not like a clean environment. Like I don't want to do too much. It's just like, it's not ideal where she's working in the house to be doing hair. It's just not ideal. But I was willing to put that to the side because you throwing out deals and steals and I still need my hair done. You feel what I'm saying? The work has not gotten any better, which I'm not saying the work was bad before, but the work has not gotten any better. And you still at the same house. Why are you upping your prices when you haven't improved your skill? She sent me that. I left that girl right on scene. I searched high and low to find a girl who did my hair this time, which she did amazing. Prices was great. She worked efficiently, very time efficient, like loved her, chef's kiss, we'll go back to her again. But it's just like, I hate the fact that I don't have like a consistent person for all the things that I want done. Like it's always something with somebody in Orlando, which brings me to this girl. I don't think I'm gonna give her a name just because I don't feel like thinking of a name and I don't feel like she needs one, so I'm not gonna give her one. So this happened the beginning of this year, and this was around the time, which if you're not new to my channel, you know I tried out vlogging that one time. I might try out vlogging again, y'all. I did that one vlog and I feel like I could do so much better now, and I just wasn't really like taking it serious. But that was around the time I did that vlog. And remember, I had the bust down middle part. It ate. Bust down middle part sewing. It ate. Do you hear me? Phenomenal, great. The process of getting there though. So me and my 2 sister-in-laws, we had this thing. Sister-in-laws? Sisters-in-law. Me and my 2 sisters, I'm gonna just say sisters, but they're my sister-in-laws. Me and my 2 sisters, we used to have this thing to where like if we found somebody to do something for us, somebody would go and be like the test person to see if we actually was gonna use this person, like all 3 of us. So my younger sister-in-law found this girl on Instagram because we was just saying like, oh, it's getting cold outside. This was like the beginning of the year, like January. It's getting cold outside, like silk press, sewing, quick weave, like we on that wave, right? So she found somebody, and it was around the time of my older sister-in-law's birthday. So she was like, I got some hair laying around. I'm gonna just go see what she's talking about. If it's good, we gonna keep using her. If she not, I'm not gonna be too mad about it because I didn't pay for no new hair or nothing. And I think the girl at the time that we went to go get our hair done by her, she was charging like, I want to say like $100 or like $125 for a wash, blow dry, braid down, the sew in, and the style. Which I love that because you know the girlies now, they be wanting you to come washed, blown out, foundation braided down already, come with the net already connected to your head. Like it's just times have changed so much since I've been in hair school, y'all. It's crazy. But anyways, so she booked with the girl, sent her deposit. I think the deposit was like $20 or something like that. send her deposit. The girl sends her like this automatic, like generic email, like, thank you so much for booking. Here's the address. See you at blah, blah, blah time. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, my sister went on her actual birthday to get her hair done. So whatever, it's the morning of, she's going to her appointment. She's going to the address that the girl sent her via email, right? So on her, like, she's en route to go to the salon. The girl calls her and she says, hey, is this such and such? You got the 10 o'clock appointment. My sister says yes. She's like, oh, I'm not at that salon anymore. Here's the new address. And if you're from Orlando, the girl's shop is on OBT. I'm not gonna say what shop because there's plenty of things on OBT. OBT is very long. Thank God the first location, the second location, they were both on OBT. It was just like a mile difference or whatever. Like, she had to go like a mile down the road or whatever. So my sister gets there. My sister had no issues with this girl. She got her in and out. She had a great experience. My sister's hair ate down. I loved it. As soon as I seen her hair, I booked my appointment like right on the spot. Literally booked it right on the spot, sent my deposit. I ordered some bundles. I had to wait for my bundles to come, so I probably booked it for like the following week because I had to like order some bundles, wait for them to come. I had to dye them to match my hair, like all of that, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I like what I seen, so I'm like, bet. Great prices, great work. I love that. So keep in mind, whenever my sister is telling me and my other sister about like her experience, she's telling us this in person. So she told us like in person, oh, about the address thing or whatever. So I'm not thinking that. Like, she sent me the same generic email whenever I book my appointment. So this is like a week later. I'm not even thinking, oh crap, my sister told me that the address changed and the girl texted her the new address, blah, blah. I'm not thinking that. I'm just clicking on the address that I got from the email that you sent me, and I'm going to my appointment. My thing is, whenever you change anything about address, phone number, name, anything, like any policy, anything like that, your website should be the first thing that you change. Like, especially when you're dealing with like customer service and stuff, like you a business owner, like that's the first thing that you need to change. Like, because what if, like, you know, like just so many things to go wrong. That needs to be the first thing that you change. So anyways, so I remember my appointment was on like a Monday at 9 o'clock a.m. It was 9 a.m. So I'm en route to my appointment, and I like to just get to places early just because like I have really bad anxiety and I just be planning for anything. Like, there could be an accident, there could be a black grizzly bear run across the road and that caused a traffic jam. Like, anything could happen. Like, aliens could come down and just intercept traffic. Like, I don't know. I just like planning ahead. I don't like to be nowhere like right on time. Like, I like to be like a little bit early. Thank God I think that way too. So I get to the address that she sent on the email. And when I get there, and if y'all from Orlando, y'all know OBT, y'all know the heads be out in the I can't say the word, like the red light special workers. They be outside. So I get to the address and I'm looking at my phone, I'm looking at GPS, it says I arrived. I'm going back to the email, make sure like everything is matching up. This is the address. The windows on the shop is boarded up. Somebody done threw something through the front door. The glass was all cracked. All of these different kids is like just all in the parking lot. So I'm pulling up, and then it just dawned on me like, oh, I remember my sister told me that she changed addresses. So I called my sister and I'm like, can you send me the new address or whatever? Go. So let's say I got there like 8:45, like to the original address. I called my sister, she sent the new address. I get to the actual address at like 8:50. So I'm there and I'm in front of a salon. It's actually a salon and I can see inside. I see like stations and chairs and all of that. Like, it looks like an actual salon. So I'm there, it's 8:50, nobody's there, the lights are off, like nobody's inside. So I'm like, okay, like I'm 10 minutes early for my appointment. Like, just because I'm here early don't mean she got to be here early, right? So I'm in my car, like looking at TikTok, listening to music, all of this and that. 9 o'clock gets here, she's not here. So I'm like, and keep in mind, this is like one of those girls who like, oh, I charge a late fee after such and such time, blah, blah, blah. But these be the type of stylists that, I'm not going to even say stylist, because she actually was like licensed and she actually like went to school and stuff. So let me not discredit her. But these be the same type of women who you want to charge me a late fee if I be 2.5 minutes late, but you can be 30 minutes late and you're not going to take nothing off my total. But anyways, okay, cool. So, and keep in mind, like, I know at some point in this story, somebody gonna be like, oh, you could have just left, or you could have just like not got your hair done, you could have did this, you could have did that. I could have, would have, should have, but I didn't. I already took my previous hairstyle out. My hair is dirty, it's not washed. I need it washed, blow dry. I got plans with this hair that I'm gonna get installed. Like, no, I'm gonna get my hair done. Thank God I didn't have anything to do, and at the time I was working from home, working for myself. Like, thank God, right? Okay, so 9 o'clock comes and I'm thinking, so maybe she worked from both locations, like, because the first location, it was like a plaza, and this one was a plaza too, but it was like smaller. So I'm like, maybe I just went to like the wrong part of the plaza with the first location because she's not here. So I called her, because when stuff like this happen and I need answers like very quickly, I'd rather just call instead of text because it's gonna take too long and I need answers like pronto. So I called her, y'all. She did not answer. So then I text her. Let me see if I still have the text in my phone, because I keep receipts. I don't know if I'm gonna put it on the screen though. Oh yeah, I do. So my appointment was Wednesday, January 4th at 9 o'clock a.m. I texted her on Tuesday, January 3rd at 11:32. And I said, hey, I have an appointment with you in the morning. My sister came to you recently and she said that you switched shops. So I just wanted to confirm that it isn't the, and I put the address that she sent in the email anymore, right? Never text back. This should have been a red flag to me, but like I said, I needed my hair done. So the next day comes, Wednesday comes, I called her and then I text her and I said, good morning, I'm in front of blank salon. I went to the other location, but nobody was there. Can you give me a call? She texted back at 9:03 and said, I'm on my way. Keep in mind, my appointment is at 9 o'clock. So I said, okay, bet. And that was the only text interaction that we had. So I'm waiting, and y'all, I kid y'all not. Now, this could be like, because this is what I was thinking. You know how like when people have shops, like I'm thinking maybe she's like the shop owner and she's like renting out like other chairs like in her salon. Because I seen 2 other cars pull up and it was 2 girls. I'm not thinking this got anything to do with her. I'm thinking like, oh, maybe these are other stylists, or oh, these are girls waiting for other stylists, but they can't get into the shop until my girl comes and opens it. Like, I'm not thinking these 2 girls are here for my girl. So she gets there, y'all. I kid y'all not. It's like 9:30. She doesn't get there till like 9:30. So she gets there. She pulls up. Not getting out the car fast. She not moving with a purpose. She walking all slow. She on the phone. She opens up the shop, turns on the lights. Shortly after, like a few seconds after that, the 2 girls get out of their cars and they walk in. So I'm like, okay. So I get out my Jeep, lock it, whatever, walk in the salon. And it's somebody in her chair. One of the girls is in her chair. If my appointment was at 9 o'clock and it's like 9:30 something at this point, what? So I walk in and I sit in like the little receptionist area. They didn't have a receptionist, but you know, like it was like some chairs towards like the front of the salon or whatever. And I walk in and she's nice. She says like good morning or whatever, and they just talk. You could tell all 3 of them like they knew each other like very well, like they was probably like friends or whatever. So they're talking, and the girl who's sitting in her chair, she has the wig in her lap. So I'm looking at the wig and the wig looking back at me, and I'm looking at the girl who's supposed to do my hair, and then I'm looking at the girl in the chair. And I'm just sitting there in deep thought, like, Lauren, you used to do hair. You could do your own hair. I could do my own sewing if I wanted to. Do I want to do that though? No. I'd rather just pay somebody to do it because I don't feel like doing all of that. I don't want to spend all day doing my hair. I'd rather pay somebody else to spend all day doing my hair. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, let me just see how this is gonna play out, right? So she gets to doing what she do, however you install wigs. I don't wear wigs, so I don't know all the steps that you're supposed to take. She doing the ball cap and all of that, this and that. So she gets to putting the ball cap on the girl, and she stops at that point, and then she walks over to me, and then she says, do you still need your hair washed? Obviously, if a wash and blow dry comes with my service, why would I not utilize that and take advantage and get my hair washed? So I'm like, yes, I do. I didn't say it with like an attitude or nothing, but I'm just like, yeah. So she washes my hair and she blow dries it. She doesn't do a great job of blow drying it, but it got the job done. My hair was dry all the way through. And she starts, so wait, she washed me, blow dried me. Then she finished up with the girl, with the first girl with the wig. Then she braids me down. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. She finished the girl. She watched me blow dry me, finished the first girl. The second girl just, I don't know, she just needed like, cause she didn't do like all of that other stuff that she did with the first girl with the second girl. She just put her wig on and like sprayed it and like kind of styled it a little bit. It didn't take long, maybe like 10-15 minutes, and then they moved out the way. Then I started her chair. Then she braided me down. So by this point, y'all, it's like 11 o'clock. It's literally like 11 o'clock when she starts working on my head. And keep in mind, my appointment was at 9 a.m. So I'm like, I gotta see it through at this point. Like, I don't have no choice but to go through with it because I'm already here. My hair is already blown out. Like, she's finna start the process. I might as well just stick it through. Like, hopefully nobody else comes in and like messes up anything. So by this point, she has like other people working in the salon. It was a girl in there doing nails, and then it was another girl in there who also did hair, but I guess she just like really specialized in like color. And the first girl who was getting like her wig put on, she was about to start working hair, like she did makeup. So it's like you know, like a one-stop shop. So I'm not really like saying anything. I'm not talking or anything. I'm just more so like just listening, especially like when it's my first time going to some place. Like, I'm very observant. Like, I'm 9 times out of 10 probably not going to join in conversation. I might like laugh or giggle at something that you say, but I'm not going to say too much. So I just noticed how like they talk really bad about people that they service, like really, really bad. Like talking about how people look and talking about how people's bodies look and talking about people's hygiene, like, oh, she was stinking, and they talk really bad about their clients. So I'm like taking a mental note, like, damn, like, I wonder what y'all gonna say about me once I walk out of this shop. Like, that's rude. Like, you don't do that. So she's braiding my hair down, and I don't know if Shorty just like overbooks a lot, or if like today she just got backed up. Like, I don't know what was going on. I'm not making excuses for no grown-ass woman. You know how to run a business. Well, you're supposed to know how to run a business. I would hope you know how to run a business when you out here doing people's hair. I don't know, because you know how like sometimes when you servicing somebody, like one client could just like make a domino effect of like the rest of your day. Like, this one client pushed back everybody else after. I think that's what happened. So in the middle of her doing my hair, it's probably like 12 o'clock at this point. Like, she's braiding out my hair. It's taking like an hour to braid out my hair. A girl walks in, and she got the same look on her face as I had on my face whenever I seen somebody in her chair. So this must have been her first time coming to her too, because she was like, I'm looking for blank. Like, said the girl name who's doing my hair. So the girl, I need to give her a name at this point. Let's call her Mookie. The girl walks in, and everybody, I don't think anybody even greeted her, first of all. The girl was like looking in Mookie's chair. She looking at me, and I'm looking at her, and she looking at Mookie, and she like, I'm looking for Mookie. So Mookie was like, yeah, that's me. How can I help you? So she was like, oh, I had an appointment at 12 o'clock. So she was like, okay, you can have a seat. I'm going to be done in a few. Keep in mind, y'all, she's still braiding down my hair. Like, she's finishing up braiding down my hair. You still have to put these inches in my hair, sew it down, and style it. You're not going to be done in a couple minutes. Like, you're not. You're not going to be done in a couple minutes. You're just not. That was a lie. Like, you're going to be sitting there for at least another hour. So she's like, okay, how long do you think it's going to take? So Mookie get an attitude, and she was like, I don't know, like, I'll let you know, like, it shouldn't be that much longer. So the girl was like, okay, but my appointment was at 12 o'clock, and I got to go back to work. Now, let's pause right here. Because, like, I can see both sides. Like, yes, you should be seen whenever you book your appointment for your appointment time. Like, I completely understand that. My appointment was at 9 o'clock, and I'm still in the chair. It's 12 o'clock, babe. I get it. But also, don't come to get your hair done on your lunch break. Like, and I'm pretty sure any stylist, like anybody who does anything like hair, nails, whatever, lashes, whatever, do not come to me if you are crunched for time or you got something to do or you can't like give yourself like a whatever amount time block. Why would you come and get your hair done on your lunch break? So she's sitting there and she's on her phone, she's talking to somebody, then she's texting and she's getting real antsy, and probably about like 10-15 minutes go by and she's like, I'm gonna have to like reschedule or something because my appointment time was at 12 o'clock and you got somebody in your chair. And Mookie was like, well, why would you book your appointment if you still clocked in at work? Like, why would you come get your hair done on your lunch break? So the girl was like, because I thought I was going to be seen at 12 o'clock. And Mookie, I want to say her real name. Mookie was like, even if you was seen on your appointment, at your appointment time, I was not going to be done in an hour doing your hair. So it was kind of like very like awkward because Mookie had an attitude, the girl had an attitude, and it's just very silent in the shop. So the girl was like, okay, I'm going to just have to reschedule then because I got to go back to work. So Mookie was like, okay. So then the girl was like, am I going to get my deposit back? And Mookie was like, no, you're not. And my deposit kept. Mookie said, no, you're not going to get your deposit back. So I'm just looking like, oh my God, this is so unprofessional. But I got to see it through. Like, she's already threading the needles. Like, I have to see it through. I have to see it through. But I'm in my head like, I'm probably not going to come back to her. I don't know. I got to see how my hair look. I don't know. So the girl leave out or whatever, and they just get to talking big cash money shit about this girl. Like, I can't, like, the girl, like, another girl in the shop was like, I thought you blocked her from booking. And Mookie was like, I don't know how she got through. So apparently this was not this girl's first time coming to the shop or whatever. Apparently, from what I was gathering by eavesdropping on the conversation, was this girl had a habit of booking and canceling and booking and rescheduling and booking and canceling, to the point where Mookie was like, you just cannot book with me no more. Like, she kept booking and trying to like get her deposit back. And I guess this was like her first time actually like coming to her appointment, like seeing it through. And then it was Mookie's fault this time that she couldn't get her hair done at the time she needed to. But anyway, so they just talking shit about the girl, whatever. And yeah, they just keep talking bad about people. She's doing my hair, sewing in my hair, whatever. Probably like 30 minutes go by, the girl pull back up, y'all. The girl pulls back up and asking about this $20 deposit. So Mookie was like, why is you tripping over 20 funky ass dollars? I'm not giving you your deposit back. You always do this. You cannot book with me no more. Don't reschedule. You cannot come back in my shop. Da, da, da. Like, they getting into it. And the girl is like, give me my deposit back. And Mookie was like, no, I'm not giving you shit back. Actually, like, come get it back in blood. Basically. So I'm just sitting in a chair like what is really happening? Like, what is really happening? So Mookie got like the, I don't know, did she have like a hot comb in her? She had some hot tool in her hand. And she's talking with the hot tool like, I'm not giving you shit back. No, come get that shit back in blood. No, I'm not giving you your deposit back. No, absolutely not. Like, I'm keeping it for my pain and suffering because all you do is waste my time and this is not your first time doing this. So the girl was like, so you really not gonna give me my deposit back? You really not gonna give me my deposit back? So the other stylist was like, girl, she said no, just get out, just get out. So they get into it and the girl finally just leaves and she did not come back, at least while I was there. So after that, Mookie gets done doing my hair. Oh, also, after that happened, like I said, we in like a bad part of town. Like, it's like not, like OBT is not like the most ideal place to be at, especially this part of OBT. Like if you go like closer towards like the mall, maybe you can be like okay a little bit, but like we was not like close to the mall. Like the mall was like some miles down the road. Some kids start fighting in the parking lot, y'all. Like fighting, like really like throwing bows in the parking lot. The police had to come. One of the kids tried to like come in the not one of the ones that was fighting, but like another one, he tried to like come in the shop and they had to like push him out the shop and he was like, I can't go to jail, I got a warrant out, like they gonna start asking questions, and they was like, you cannot come up in here. It was just a lot going on, y'all. I felt like I was literally in a Tubi movie. So Mookie gets done doing my hair and I'm fully expecting like my hair to look terrible because I don't know why. Like, I was just not like, I was fully expected to go home and, like, tweak my hair. And I'm just like, okay, as long as she did, like, the basis of the work, I can go and tweak my hair to make it look good. Y'all, when she turned me around in that chair, I had it was like heart eye emojis. I loved my hair so bad. And I was like, oh, my God. She just trapped me because I want to come back. Regardless of all of this stuff that just went on, I want to come back. I don't know what to do. Like, I was in awe. I was literally shocked. Like, I was looking at my hair like, oh my God. She ate that down. Like, everybody in the shop was like, Mookie, you ate that, bitch. You ate that. What? Y'all, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't know what to do. I have to come back to you. Nobody else is going to deliver like this. For the price? Are you shitting me? So, I kept that sewing in for a real long time, y'all. Like, I loved my hair. I literally loved my hair. And I would have went back to Mookie. So, we done talk about Mookie. That was Mookie. That was the, I guess, like, horror story. Just because, like, I just feel like Mookie does really good hair. And Mookie's quality is very good and her prices are amazing for what she, I feel like it's like a hair on me. Anyways, for the prices that she gives, like, I really feel like that is like a deal because she did her big one. She really did. She was in her bag. But the professionalism aspect, like the customer service aspect, it don't match. It's always like something, like you can never get like all the good things to go right. Like quality work, good customer service, good price, like it's always something's gonna be off. So I was planning on going back to Mookie, y'all, but the extensions that I got them from Wig Dealer. And no, I'm not trying to like bash nobody or nothing. I've worked with top quality, top-notch hair, and I've worked with trash. I just feel like Wig Dealer sent me a bad batch of hair because when the hair was in my head, great, phenomenal, minimal shedding, it took to the color, didn't have to do too much, it kept its integrity after all of that, like everything was great, right? When I took it down and went to go wash it, when I tell y'all that hair turned into a matted hairball, I've never seen anything like it in my life. I don't know what happened. And I know how to do stuff like this. I literally went to hair school. So I'm like, maybe they just sent me like a bad batch of hair because so many people use Wig Dealer. Erica Tay uses Wig Dealer, like celebrities use Wig Dealer, like they have good hair. So I'm just thinking they sent me a bad batch of hair because I turned around and got some clip-ins like a month later and I still have those clip-ins to this day. Nothing is wrong with them. Have washed them, have dyed them, have done everything to them, layered them, whatever. Like, I still have those clip-ins to this day. Long clip-ins too. Like, there's nothing wrong with those clip-ins. So I'm thinking they just sent me a bad batch of hair. But if that hair would have worked out, y'all, I would have went back to Mookie them. I would have just like known what to expect. Don't have nothing planned for the rest of the day. You probably gonna be here all day. Somebody probably gonna be in her chair. But I was willing to put all of that aside because Mookie, the results that you gave me last time, Mookie, listen. Man. And since that hair didn't work out and then I got the clip-ins the next month, I never saw Mookie again, y'all. Never saw Mookie again. Sure didn't. I didn't. But that's alright. So after I got my hair done, my younger sister-in-law saw my hair, fell in love, booked her appointment. She had a terrible experience. Terrible. She said Mookie was rude to her. She didn't get seen at her appointment time either. I think she was waiting for like 2 or 3 hours before she even got seen. She wanted to walk out. She had to go to work later on that night. Like, it was just a lot going on. So I'm just like, Mookie just decide, like, sometimes she want to show up and do her job. Sometimes she don't. Sometimes she in a good mood. Sometimes she not. Like, it just depends. You just got to catch Mookie when she wake up on the right side of the bed, which is not like, that's not how you keep clients. That's not how you grow your clientele. That's not how you run a business. But I don't know, Mookie. I was willing to put all of that shit to the side because you ate that sewing down, baby. That was she did a really good job. But yeah, y'all, that was the horror story of an Orlando hairstylist. And I actually could like tell y'all more stories because I've been in Florida, what, almost 10 years now. It'll be 10 years next year. I could tell y'all about Tampa hairstylists. I could tell y'all about Jacksonville hairstylists. I could tell y'all about Orlando. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't know if like, because I had like one hairstylist in South Carolina for years because me and my mama just used to go to the beauty shop and like get our hair done. I don't know if that like had me spoiled or what, but like, I probably really would like travel back home just to go get my hair done at this point. Like, they don't disappoint me. And y'all tell me, like, I got a lot of people who are subscribed to me who still live in South Carolina or live in South Carolina. Y'all tell me, like, are the girlies, has it changed since I've been gone? Like, do we give this like in Florida too? Or like, do y'all have better luck like finding people to like do services for y'all? I don't know. I haven't needed anything in South Carolina in a really long time. So I don't know. Maybe times have changed. Maybe it's just this new generation. I don't know what it is, but nobody is reliable. Like, literally, nobody's reliable. But yeah, y'all, that was the end of that. If you made it to the end of the story, I love you so much. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed. I know you are, but just double check for me. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you would have done. Would you have left? Would you have left, or would you have just seen it through? Like, because I feel like by the time I felt like maybe I should leave, I was already like halfway into the appointment. Like, my hair was braided down. I had Meek Mill braids. Like, I couldn't just leave. I could, but I didn't want to because I didn't want to do my own hair. Would you have stayed? Would that have made you mad? How would you have felt knowing how Mookie was talking about these people that she do hair on? Mookie probably talked shit about me after I left, but I don't care, Mookie. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. So I don't. Just tell me something in the comments. I don't know. Turn on your post bell notifications, and I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow for a brand new Confessions with Lo, and I'm gonna see y'all next week for 2 brand new videos. Bye, y'all.